Hi, I'm Amber Haroldson, and I just wanted to start out by saying on behalf of my co-authors and myself that we are very honored to be selected as the best paper in foods and nutrition in 2015. We spent a lot of hours on this project, so it's great to be recognized. So we wanted to examine child influence in food decisions for the family. And we did this by looking at the foods that children request to be either purchased or prepared or provided in the home, at the grocery store, and eating outside of the home. And then we also looked at maternal compliance to those requests. And then we also were interested in looking at if these requests and maternal compliance were different between Hispanic and non-Hispanic families. So our reasoning for this, Hispanic families, particularly Hispanic immigrant families, have some particular cultural and circumstantial characteristics that we thought might make Hispanic children have a little bit more influence in food decisions for the family. And part of that is their role in language brokering and helping members of the family kind of navigate the English language and reading food labels at the grocery store, that kind of thing. So we collected 149 at-home interviews with mother-child dyads, and we used school-aged children, partly because of the level of influence that they may have, but also because school-aged children, especially if they're immigrant families, tend to acculturate much quicker because they're in the school system. And so all our families were also low income. So that was consistent among all participants. And in looking at our results, we found some pretty expected things. So children tended to request most likely grain-based foods, so like crackers, breads, pastries, cereals, those types of things. They also requested a lot of combination type foods like pizza or Lunchables. And then sweets was also one that they requested quite a bit of. They didn't request a lot of vegetables, which I'm sure most of you can probably imagine. And then looking at the maternal compliance part of it, maternal compliance was actually fairly high for most food groups, but it was the highest for vegetables, for meats, and for fruit. And then when we did our comparison looking between Hispanic and non-Hispanic families, we found that Hispanic children were significantly more likely to request dairy foods, which we thought was kind of interesting. They were also more likely to request beverages, and these are non-100% fruit or vegetable juice, non-dairy beverages, so things like soda, juice drink, lemonade, things along those lines. And then also Hispanic children were significantly more likely to request some of those combination type foods as well. But there wasn't a significant difference between the rates of maternal compliance for any of the food groups between the Hispanic and the non-Hispanic families. So we thought it was pretty interesting, and we'd like to look at this more in depth and see if there's maybe a better way to capture this influence that we might be seeing, particularly if we can use children as agents of change within the family and try and promote healthy family eating behaviors by using the children's influence as well. So thank you again. I hope you enjoy the conference. I'm sad that I couldn't be there, but thanks.